still care. Lad Dunham from Halifax, Nova Scotia, and She Thinks I Still Care.
Every time you think, you weaken the nation.
On Pioneers of Country with me, Dave, thanks to, and Tom Steiner says, yeah, my vote goes for Vern Gosden, and we hope Vern will get in there. He was the golden voice of country music for many years, no longer with us. Six String Stew says, yeah, Vern Gosden sounds good to him too. Yes, sir. So many folks will be inducted, hopefully, in the Country Music Hall of Fame. Here's someone not mentioned, but I think they should induct him because he was the king of the cheatin' songs for many, many years back in the 1980s. They were forgotten by the country music industry, country radio, and even the Grand Ole Opry. Pioneers of country proudly remember those artists and the music they made popular.
When all the beer and all my friends are gone.
Mo Bandy.
It sure was fun having all the gang around tonight, laughing and singing and talking about old times. We raised our glasses high and drank and ended up half tight. And not once did you even cross my mind. Now all the beer and all my friends are gone, and I'm lying in the darkness trying to go to sleep alone, wondering why the radio plays the saddest songs when all the beer and all my friends are gone. It's not too hard to tell my friends that I don't love you anymore. I lie and say I found somebody else. I drink a beer and say that I don't miss you like before. But now I wonder what to tell myself. Now all the beer and all my friends are gone, and I'm lying in the darkness trying to go to sleep alone, wondering why the radio plays the saddest songs when all the beer and all my friends are gone, when all the pearl and all my friends are
gone. Mo Bandy, yeah, Mo Bandy should be in there. And I think Lad says he's got a couple of Mo Bandy songs on his next CD that he's going to be releasing, so that's the way that goes. Absolutely, yeah. Lad says when he's up on stage and he's getting ready to sing that song, She Thinks I Still Care, he always announces it as She Thinks I Still Swear.
He's asking you if you swear.
No, but I know all the words.
Yeah, I'll bet you do, Lad. Pioneers of Country with me, Dave. I don't think I've ever announced this. I've talked to Stu about this many years ago. But I'll go and put this out right now because I have a relative that is a country music performer, mostly known for his songwriting abilities. And I've never met him, and he doesn't know I exist, but I know he exists. He's from my roots, from my dad's side, from Mountain City, Tennessee. His name is Dave Loggins, and he's a distant cousin of mine. Here he is right now.
bib overhaul an office for a stall, $1 for a dime. I'm gonna get me a fly without a cow and farm you off of my mind. Lay it, Randy. Yes, and goodbye, pretty mama. I've had your liberation up to my knees. It's almost as bad as your price for pleasure that you got in New York's 42nd Street. But diamonds and furs and fancy hors d'oeuvres, it never fit my style. I'm gonna get me a fly without a cow, farm you off of my mind. Play it, Ben. Yes, I know it's always bad, but you're always good for a story or two. They tell me you're dying, I don't know, but you sure unkind. I'm gonna get me a fly without a cow, farm you off of my mind. I'm gonna get me a fly without a cow, farm you off of my mind.
Farm you off my mind. David Loggins. He's a distant relative of mine, like a distant cousin, from Mountain City, Tennessee. He's known mostly for his songwriting abilities. He wrote and sung a monster hit called Please Come to Boston back in 1972. So that's the way that goes. Maybe we'll get a chance to meet some kin someday. You never know. I think he's in the Songwriters Hall of Fame. I think he may be in the Country Music Songwriters Hall of Fame. I'll have to check that out. I talked about Six String Stew about that many years ago. I never really announced it here that I know of, that I can remember. Maybe I mentioned it back on the iWave Radio Network. But anyway, that's the way that goes. And we're talking about who was the short fellow who did the trucker songs. A short fellow. You're probably not thinking of Little Jimmy Dickens, but we're thinking Dave Dudley or Reds of Mine. Some of them guys, a lot of those guys did trucking songs. Oh yeah, love them good old trucking songs. And Honky Tonk Piano says Six String Stew. Yeah, he likes the Honky Tonk Piano. They're good stuff. Yes, sir. Was Dave Loggins any relation to Kenny Loggins? I don't think so. I've tried to find out, and those are two different distinct singers. There's Dave Loggins, Kenny Loggins. Kenny Loggins did a lot of rock and roll stuff in the 1970s, and then he probably still performs. But Dave Loggins is somebody different, and I don't think they're related. But maybe they are. You never know. Oh, you want to hear a trucking song? You guys like trucking songs? Here's something a little out of left field. Commander Cody to sing.
Well, here I sit, all alone with a broken heart. Well, I took 3 pennies in my semi-truck won't start. Well, I haul my rig out of San Jose. I gotta be in Cincinnati Monday morning, loaded to my pay. I can't waste no time in this all-night trip. So I jumped in my Jimmy and I popped a few little white pills. Well, here I sit, all alone with a broken heart. Well, I took 3 pennies in my semi-truck won't start. semi-truck won't start. Well, here I sit, all alone with a broken heart. Well, I took 3 pennies and my semi-truck won't start.
Commander Cody. That one's off out of left field there. Yeah, it was called a semi-truck. Like the trucking songs. We're trying to find out who was someone about 5'6" or 5'8". Not Leroy Van Dyke, but he sang a lot of trucking songs. He did Convoy. Who did Convoy? I forget. That's right on the tip of my tongue there. But we're trying to figure that out. We'll get it. Yes, we will. We'll get it. That's for sure. Before the netcast is over, about another 40 minutes or so, and we'll put the cork in the bottle. Yes, we will. We still got to talk about the selections for potential songwriter inductees and for the Country Music Hall of Fame. I just mentioned my cousin, Dave Loggins. We'll talk about that. He's not listed here, but I think he should be in there. He is in the Songwriters Hall of Fame, but not the Country Music Hall of Fame. Pioneers of Country, hey, have you emailed me? Dave at pioneersofcountry.com. Dave at pioneersofcountry.com. Send me a shout out from the player window. Join us in the chat room, internet relay chat room, #iWeb Radio. It's a live broadcast, Saturday, March 29th, 2014. This broadcast will be up on Pioneers of Country, our podcast page, www.pioneersofcountry.com, later today. Here he is, Ernie Ashworth, to sing.
Today I gave my record to the DJ. In my car on my way home, it started to play. It told how much I loved you and how your love had died. And before it got started good, the DJ cried. It takes a sad, sad song to make a DJ cry, but the misery he heard from me broke him up inside. I guess he couldn't stand the way I seemed to die. Just think how I was hurting if it made the DJ cry. The words of the song were just to you. I let you know I never did get old.